See, it's not even attached. Which on our farm, we like them to be a 3. That's right. They're in Utopia. There you can see her baby bumps. I'm gonna go to the post office and get these mailed off. And she's looking like she's carrying baby bump for sure. Look at that.
Ben, go on. Eat dog food, would you?
We always try our best to get them over it. Good morning, fellow Utopians, and welcome to another day at Utopia Farms. I'm Lynn. It's looking pretty dismal today, but it's warm, so let's get started. So today, it's a little bit warmer again. So one thing about this time of year, these days, it used to be that every day got colder and colder as winter went along, but these days, one day's warm, one day's cold, one day's snowing, one day's raining. So we do have the curtains set up now, which is good, so we can deal with these conditions so that the sheep are at their optimum health level, because we do, like I mentioned in the other videos, want the air to be nice and fresh in these barns. That was the whole point of them. Well, hello. Did you come up to say hello? Hannibal, you don't usually come up. Hi. You're a big boy. You interrupting the whole video now? You're such a sweetheart. I gotta find the video of Hannibal when he was a little lad, a lamb. He was definitely a ram with attitude and with style. Hi, Felon. Looks like you want to come say hello too. No? What do you think? You're looking like you want to say hello. Hi. Hi. Monty. Someone was saying that they really liked Monty, so here he is. And there's Felon with that little knobby thing. We still haven't tied it off yet. Show that that's not attached.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Not even.
See, it's not even attached. But I think, why can't we put a little tie around it? Do you think that would be a bad idea?
Well,
like, because I'm afraid the shearer's going to come in and clip that off.
Yeah, let's just wait for a while, see if it gets any if it removes further from the skin. Well, but it looks like a piece. It looks like something under the skin.
Well, yeah, it looks like something put a little little nest in there or something. Yeah. Poor Felon.
Or he might just break it off himself in a manger.
Well, yeah. I don't want it to be a bleeder, right?
Okay, give these guys a bale of hay, I guess.
Here comes Hannibal. Hi, sweetheart. The ram in here is still not doing good. We look after him every day. Oh, what? What is it? You want attention? Hi. How come you're needy today? Oh my goodness. Because we are Utopia rams. We're all needy. Yeah, we're all needy in this barn. Hi, sweetheart. They're getting dry hay because they're in good condition and they're getting some grain. They don't need anything fancy. They're basically just on a maintenance diet, and we always judge our sheep by their condition. That's why, especially in the winter, we like to have them with a really short wool, because the wool hides their condition, and this way we can monitor their condition. If we see them losing condition, we can increase the grain for them. If we see them getting too fat, we can cut the grain back. At least with grain, you can monitor their condition. Like Arnie said a million times, the hay is what it is. You can't change the hay once it's made. You can only try to get your hay harvested at the correct times so that you get the most nutritional value out of your hay. But with bad weather, it's not always possible. And that's where grains come in. You can supplement your sheep accordingly so that they are always getting the optimum nutrition and are in their optimum condition, which on our farm we like them to be a 3. About this time of year though is it's always dark. You'd think it was nighttime, it's so dark. But it's morning, mid-morning, no sun. I expect we won't see too much sun now until like March. This barn looks really empty right now with just the rams being in here. But this will be the first barn that all the lambs will be coming to. So before you know it, this barn is going to be jam full. Ben, be good. You have to watch the dogs because sometimes they think that a little nip of control is a good thing. Brothers. What kind of hay is that? What kind of hay is that? First cut or second?
Where the hay you're just that?
Yeah.
Just grass, second cuts.
Second. Because they seem to like that stuff. So here we are in the other dark barn. They're looking happy though.
What?
They're looking happy though.
Well, they're lucky, eh? They didn't get sold. They got to stay in the nicest place in the world.
That's right. They're in utopia.
The people that would have bought these people would have got them, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we give them a year off. We don't breed lambs. Now, if they were a year old and we were the type of people who lambed in the summer, we would probably breed them. But we don't breed in the summer for many, many reasons. For one, we're busy enough with only lambing when we do. For two, in the summer it's way too hot and way too many bugs, and the lambs don't do as well, and you don't get as much for the lambs at that time of year. 3, we can't sell them as breeding stock if they're born in the summer either, because then for sure they won't be ready to breed until the following September. And what other reason? Oh, and Arnie is doing his crops and stuff at that time of year, so it just doesn't make sense for us to breed them as lambs. And to be honest, you have to really pay attention if you're breeding lambs, because those ewes have to be fed really, really well. And in the past, I have bred ewes as lambs because everyone told me that I should. And the ewes I bred as lambs compared to the ewes I let mature out were much smaller. It stunts their growth because they're trying to put their energy and growth into themselves and lambs. So it's really tough on them. So we've done chores. Today is a quiet day. So today is the day I'm going to be packaging up some calendars and going to the post office and getting some of those sent off to people, seeing how much it costs. Shipping is the killer on things because, I mean, I price things as cheaply as I possibly can. And then, yeah, the shipping costs are so high nowadays. But we're going to do that today. And we're going to go check to the bank to cash that check that we got the other day from the lady who decided not to pay us when she picked up the ram, which is really a bad way to do business. And so we're hoping that went okay, because she took us off guard with that one. Oh, I was going to show you all the pigeons lined up there, but as soon as I bring out the camera, they fly away. Today we're ending with this barn. And it's so dark in here. All the lights are on, and it's still dark. I know, you've all been fed. We're just giving you a quick check before we leave. Tommy, I hope you're not bullying Scotty. They're all laying down. Hey, Glad, are you lying down too? I don't blame you. It's dark in here. Oh, Arnie turned some more lights on. But all the sheep we treated with lice aren't scratching and itching anymore. So that worked. So that must have been the problem. When they go into the jugs, we're going to treat them all for delice, with delice, I mean. Because if one has it, even if they don't show it, they probably all have it. But we didn't want to be putting on delice, which is a drug, onto pregnant sheep unless we really had to. So we figured we'd wait until they went through the jugs and treat them individually. There's Glad he decided to get up. Hi, buddy. Hi. Yes, sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. You are. Some of them are starting to look a little chubby. Some of them could only be 2 weeks away now. So she looks like she needs a good rest, so I'm going to hopefully not disturb her when I walk around her. There you can see her baby bumps. Oh, it's a little uncomfortable, isn't it? She's in Glad's group. She's carrying Glad daughters or sons.
So where are we headed today, hon?
So I just got all these goodies packed up, and we're going to go to the post office and get these mailed off to the United States, Canada, Ireland, and England.
Guess we shouldn't be filming here.
Why?
Andrew pays you to see all the ducks.
So we're off to the post office.
To the post office, running errands, okay? Okay, when we had the bus tour come through here from Quebec, excuse me, somebody asked me that we kept that wall that low, and the reason why we kept the wall that low is to get ventilation in the barn, that there wouldn't be a 4-foot wall here and have an entrapment for bad air. So our theory was to keep the to keep the curtains right to the bottom. It is a little bit more to deal with, not a lot, but he asked me, he says, how do you keep the bedding from getting into that curtain? Well, what we do is when we roll out the bedding, we actually keep the bedding about 4 feet away from the wall. So the sheep will walk a little bit towards the wall, but really when I clean the manure pack out, the worst you'll get along that wall is probably 5 to 6 inches of manure. It's not a real problem, but like I say, we keep the straw a little bit away from the wall, and that prevents a big buildup along that wall. Ben, go on, eat dog food, would you? So that's what we do with, somebody asked me that, and I just thought I'd get that up there, well, how we keep the bedding away from the wall. But we just bedded all these up today because they're all mid-cycle pregnant, halfway through probably. This is our second group, and I want to make sure they stay dry. So this is hay that's actually, I think this spring, this hay will be 3-year-old hay. It actually makes really good bedding, and it was kept inside all the time, so just using it up, getting rid of it, and the sheep will nibble through it and get some coarseness, what they need, and then they'll eat good hay.
And because it's a rainy day, it's a little mucky in the barn again, so I'm going to stand here while Arnie takes this little bale and brings it over to Casanova. Hopefully Casanova is well behaved today.
Ben, quit eating the poo.
This group of Casanovas is about mid-cycle, so they wouldn't really be showing too much right now. But I was looking at Toonie there, Looney's mom, and she's looking like she's carrying baby bump for sure. Look at that. That'll be a nice little breeding. Casanova and Toonie. Is she pretty? Yeah.
The ears up. Woolly ears.
Well, we're selecting for it. They're starting to look pretty good.
Kept her face clean.
Yeah.
Probably more clean than normal.
Hi, Tanny. Aren't you the prettiest thing ever? You always have to have your token colored sheep. Oh, you're sweet. We don't know where Casanova is right now. But he'll always pick you out when he sees this going on. But like I said, if you are in a confined area with a ram in a breeding group especially, the best thing to do is feed them first. Food usually always occupies sheep. If they're bored, they're going to be looking more for trouble. And see, Casanova kept his head in the trough the longest. And he doesn't seem like he's in a playful mood today. Hi, buddy. He wants a pet. Walk him around or something. Show him who's boss. You do have to show rams that you're the leader, not them. Hi, Casanova. Do you have a bit of an attitude? Do you have a bit of one?
Yeah, rams have such a big neck on them, man.
Yeah. We gotta name this little guy. Hi, are you waiting for us? Hi. No, get out. So things didn't go ram back here. He did succumb to the urinary calculi. It usually is a fatal thing when rams get it, but it's not 100%, so we always try our best to get them over it, but the prognosis is rarely good. So he passed away, so we got to remove him. They're all behind you. Buddies, come on. They all think it's time to go play now. The good thing is sheep don't understand what's going on. They think they got a buddy who's having fun. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Go on, no. And I'm pretty sure people will ask why we didn't bring in a vet and do something more for the ram lamb. But we have done that in the past. Bring the vet in, and there's not a lot they can do either. So in the past, what they've done is they will cut the tip off the penis to widen the opening to hopefully get the stones to pass. And I had it with one ram, and that worked for a little while because he had his stones right near the tip at the end. And so for about a month, he was okay. And then a month later, he had a buildup of stones again. And this time they were higher up. And when they're high up, they really can't get them out. Like, I don't know, they'd have to undergo some major operation to get them out. And even then, I don't know if they can. But a vet usually doesn't help any. You saw on that ram, we caught him the other day. We tried to coax the stones down as well, but his were way, way, way up. Like, you could see where the swelling was, where he had the blockage, and there's nothing we could have done. And even if a vet came out and by some miracle managed to get it working again, he would still have had to be sent to slaughter, because after an operation like that, he's not going to be a breeding ram anymore. So the prognosis, one way or another, was exactly the same. And sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes if you give them the vinegar and the stones aren't that big, the vinegar eats away at them, and they'll get small enough that they can actually come out. The problem is that there's usually not just one. It's usually a cluster. And that's why the prognosis isn't too good. So it's a very sad thing for rams. It's the way they're built. I've never ever heard of a ewe getting it. But I suppose it's possible that it could happen, but I've never seen it. Some people have suggested also that you add stuff to the water of the rams so that they are getting an acid-based water, which helps prevent the stones as well. But all of our drinkers are connected, so doing that is pretty well impossible. And the problem with that also is that they want to drink water, and they need to drink a lot of water to flush their system and for their rumens to work. And if it has a bad taste on it, like vinegar, they are going to drink less, which could cause stones again. So it's kind of a tough thing. We saw on one of the other sheep videos that they recommended feeding extra limestone to the rams. So we started doing that, and we found it made a big difference. That was the thing that helped us the most. And we do that. and we've had far less cases of it. This is Leonard. Hi, Leonard.